Hi, my name is Elizabeth, and I'm here to talk to you today with Veronica about holiday fraud tips.
Yes, very, very important. Um, we'll start with some prevention because prevention is key, and then we'll get into some more tips and some more things that you have been asking about. I think a really big point or a really good place to start is to shred. Use a shredder to shred all of those mail, the mail that you don't like to get. So those pre-approved credit card offers, credit and debit card receipts, insurance forms, financials, just whatever has your personal information on it that somebody could use, your name, address, all of that, shred it. You can buy a $40 shredder from Amazon.
That's a great tip. My tip would be protect your information. Your information's your information. Don't give it out to anyone. And that goes from your debit card. Don't give out your PIN number with your debit card, even if it's your best friend, whoever, keep it to yourself. The other thing is make sure your information is private. You know, we're all getting those crazy scam calls right now. Do not give out your information on the scam calls. Make sure that you don't give out your social, any of your account information, any of that.
Yes, a big thing with the social, I know it's kind of hard to do, but don't carry your social security card in your wallet. I mean, there's only a few places that you need to take your social security card to. So just kind of think of that. So you have to open a new bank account. That may be a time where you have to take your social. But if you're not going to use that social security card anytime soon, don't put it in your wallet. Put it somewhere safe that you don't have to worry about somebody else accessing. I'm going to say one really good thing is when you're out, if you have to get out and get into those stores, make sure you protect the PIN pad. If you're going and you have to put in a PIN number and you're using a physical card, protect your area and your personal space. People get weird and they like to look over your shoulder. So definitely look and make sure that you're the only one that can see your card information and that PIN number. And also a good one is some of those gas pumps or some of those different terminals that you can put your card in, if it's hard to put it in or if it's really, really shaky, just be careful because it could be something on there that could read your information to try to steal from you.
Yeah, people are taking the holidays and trying to take advantage of people and make a profit. So definitely be careful where you're swiping your card. If it looks suspicious, go with your gut, is what I always say. Another thing is talking about go with your gut. If an online store looks suspect, do not buy from there. One thing, always see if it's a secure website. I will not buy off of Facebook ads. They kind of like creep me out where it's like, oh, get this watch for really cheap. So I'm definitely suspicious of those. And they can always take your card and start charging you or come up with different contracts. So definitely be careful where you're purchasing. Go with stores that you trust, that you know of. If you don't trust it, don't buy from there. You can always find it somewhere else.
Yeah, I can say I've actually had a personal experience with one of those Facebook stores. And it's no fun trying to get your money back after you know that you paid for a product and you don't receive it or it's not what you ordered. Just read. And even though reviews help sometimes, I'm a review reader, they make up reviews. You know, some places actually make up reviews and they're not actually from customers that have bought. So just be really, really careful. Read the small print. Doing that right now can save you time later. So that's definitely a good thing. So the most important thing is really to review. That's really the only way that you'll know is to look through the history of your account, look through your statements. So we have statements where you can look at the past 24 months worth of activity. But if you're waiting for a statement, it comes out once a month. So that's when the month is over, then it's over. And so it's good to still go every month to look at those statements. Don't get me wrong, but go and look at your transaction history recently. That can kind of be a job, but if you use your debit card a lot and you do a lot of transactions, it's really important to make sure that something crazy doesn't get lost in all of those numbers. So your e-statements is definitely, your history is definitely where you need to be looking all the time.
We have a really cool app associated with our debit card at Resource One called Mobi Money. You can download it from any app store, but it's really cool because say you're out buying and purchasing stuff, the transaction immediately pops up whenever your card is swiped. So this has been great whenever I'm out shopping and I'm like, oh, they just used my card. Okay, I know my card went to the back at a restaurant. But it's also been really good for unexpected purchases because I've seen them pop up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have fraud on my account. And then it ends up typically being something I already bought that I forgot about or a subscription. But it tells you, and then you can be aware immediately of what's going on with your card. I definitely recommend downloading Mobi Money if you have your Resource One debit card.
Absolutely. And just, again, I just can't stress it enough. Make sure you just go in and look at that, and you can change the settings to receive alerts, a loud alert, a soft alert, whatever, but it's alerting you, especially if you have a lot of people to shop for. So if you're shopping for a lot of people, it's really easy to forget who you know, that a purchase was actually made.
And another reason we're saying check your transactions is you only have 60 days to go out there and dispute if something's wrong. So if you aren't within that 60-day window, you can't make that dispute. So you got to be on top of your transactions. I would say one of the safest methods is use a mobile wallet, especially right now where you want to go contactless. You can add your debit card or your credit card for Resource One and just go up to the terminal, hover over it, and it just pings and you're done. It's really simple.
So what is a mobile wallet? I don't have any experience with this one. So how do I get access to a mobile wallet?
So you can download a mobile wallet from any of the app stores. It's Samsung, Google, or Apple, and you just add your card to it. A cool feature about it is your card isn't actually stored within the wallet. So whenever you go to a terminal, it's not using your real Resource One debit card. So it adds an extra layer of security for it. So the merchant isn't actually storing your actual debit card.
Interesting. So what about if I want to maybe not shop in a place, maybe I want to pay a person, maybe I want to give you some money, Elizabeth. How can I give you
that?
How can I pay you? How can I pay a person?
So we have a couple of different options for paying a person. So one thing is Zelle. I know everyone's using Zelle. So you can add your Resource One debit card to Zelle and you can get people to pay you, or you can transfer money to them. So that's really cool, especially since a lot of people are using it. If you have somebody that banks at Resource One and you want to give them money, we have that within online banking. All you have to do is know their member number and you can transfer from one member to another. So Veronica, send me some money. The other option we have is in our bill pay system. We have what's called Pot Money, exact same thing as Zelle, and the person gets a text and it's like, hey, you have money, go out and get your money. So there's tons of different options.
Nice. Just to keep it safe, we want to definitely make sure that our members know how to safely use and make those transactions. So the first thing to do is to definitely contact your financial institution right away. They can walk you through the steps on what to do and how to dispute the transactions. The sooner that you do it, the sooner you get your money back. So if you've been watching your statements, then you can see that right away. So you can see that if you get an alert or whatever it is, make sure you contact them immediately so they can get you through the process of getting you a new debit card, because we want to make sure that there's no way that it can continue to happen. So as soon as you can, contact your financial institution.
The other people you'll probably want to contact is going to be the credit bureaus, and go ahead, contact them. You get a free credit report anyways, so go ahead and pull your credit report if you need to. If you do see fraud, you can also add a fraud alert to your credit reports, and that makes it to where people can't go out there and pull your credit over and over. And it's kind of like a stop for people. The last thing, contact the Federal Trade Commission. They're watching out for consumers. They have tons of reports of what's going on, scams, everything. So be sure to contact them as well.
So when you need to deal with your account, when you need to deal with fraud on your Resource One account, it's actually a really easy process. So first we got to know. Let us know. Come into our branch or make an appointment to visit us, or really you can just give us a call. There's a phone number, and we have a department that would be able to answer your questions and ask you questions about the transactions to get it disputed. You have to let us know. We've said it before, within 60 days of the transaction, but if there's fraud that just happened and you need that money, you let us know and we'll get that dispute process started. We don't even have to have you sign something up front. So it's really easy. Just let us know right away. You'll want to dispute it again within 60 days of the transaction, because the claims can take a long time. However, we give you provisional credit. So if we see right away that it's fraud, within about 10 business days, you'll receive what's called provisional credit while they investigate the actual fraud. So if you have to use any kind of overdraft, or if you got any kind of overdraft fees due to this, then just let us know and we'll put that within the dispute, and you'll get that provisional credit back. You'll get all of that money back that was caused by that fraud.
Thanks for sharing that, Veronica. I would say have patience. It's a process. It's not a snap of the finger situation, and just stay with it, work with us, and just have that patience. We know that it's a really challenging time whenever you have fraud on your account, and it's very stressful. Let us know what's going on. Stay in contact with us. Get us all the paperwork that we're going to be asking for, because we might ask for receipts or anything like that. Just work with us and have patience.
Absolutely. We're here to help, and we'll do everything that we can to help you. We're people too, so it happens to everybody, and we just want you to know that we're here with you.